Hello. Hi everyone. LLM. Let's continue increase our skills, and I hope today I will explain you something useful. So, what we have? We have electronics, and we need to measure something because electronic component, electronic signal have a lot of parameters, and usually for the people who just start to run on this way, we need to measure resistance. For that we have special device what can measure resistance. It's ohm meters. If we need to measure current, we use ampere meters, and if we need to measure voltage, we need to use voltmeter. But usually the people who work with electronic use the device what have inside three devices. It's like combination of that device, and we call the device multimeter. Many device inside. And in our case, if we need to measure the ohm, if we need to measure resistance, we need to just rotate special switch to special placement, and then when we make that settings, we can measure our resistor. And if you haven't any measuring device, if you haven't any electronic components, and if you just start, don't be upset. Do not go into the shop and buy something. Open internet, find some simulator like Circuit Lab, Easy, the Electronic Workbench, Multisim, and a lot of online circuit simulator, and just try to do something inside that program. Find something for you and just try it. What I want to say also, actually I make mistakes. I make mistakes on presentation, I make mistakes on the words, I make mistakes on my life, and a lot of time mistakes around me. So what? I ask in everyone, if you don't like my channel, if you don't like what I say, if you don't like something, just find something good for you and read and watch and listen everything what you need and what you think it's useful exactly for you. I respect everyone, and I like when the people respect me, so please don't waste your time and my time for something like something bad things. When you do something, you try it again and again, and you do your best, but always people have mistakes, and I just asking everyone who hate me just wants to try to make some storybooks, I don't know, online channel, presentation, something without mistakes. And after that, if you make something perfect and very well, and perfect not only for yourself, perfect for everyone say, okay, it's cool, man. Okay, let's hate the people like me who have mistakes. But in another case, please respect you and your friend and everyone who around you, please. I want to say, in any case, respect yourself and respect everyone around you. We just the people after all.
Don't put your blame on me.
And now, very cool, if you have resistor, multimeter, and you want to measure resistance, you can do that without any trouble. I use the pencil and draw the resistor, and I insert the electrode for this circuit of resistor. Just show you how you can measure. For example, you know what does mean resistance. You have electronic component, you have multimeter, and actually right now you just need to find some information about how to measure. But what I want to warn you before you do that, first of all, if you measure resistor just like element, it's one case. But if you try to measure resistance of the component inside some circuit, some device, the results can be wrong because when the element inside the device combine to each other, okay, they changed him parameters. They work together. For that we make device. So if you need to measure something, you should or separate or be very careful, and before you do something, try to understand how it works. I hope you can guess already. It's where and how you should measure something. It's depend on the type of element, electronic component. If it's variable resistor and he have a three pins, it one case. But if you need to correctly understood where is that roof, you should very good to understood how it work, how what he have inside, and for that actually you can open YouTube or another source. You actually find that information and read until you understood how it work, and after that you can measure everything what you need. And actually we can not only measure, we can find out information what we need in special datasheet source. Just try, just learn, just find out information how to use datasheet, how to use technical documentation, how to use reference books. In this picture you can find the information about resistor, color numbers, color names of resistor. And actually a lot of things you can find. Just open the special books or special source. Yes, usually it's more faster and more easy. Just take the measuring device and measure. But sometimes you haven't that possibility. In a case if device inside if the electronic component inside the device and you just open and you need to know him parameters, you see something wrong. You guess it's problem exactly that element, but how to understand him name and how to understood him parameters. When you find out that information, it's make your life easy. I never tired repeat you again and again. Everything what you use, everything what you do it safety. And I hope before you start to measure something, you read about that everything what you can find, every information. For example, maybe you're surprised, but our skin have the same properties, have resistance. No, this is our tower. I don't know. This protect our body from outside source, outside space, outside not only bacteria but outside dangerous factors also. So, if our skin is resistors, and usually it's always we all different, and resistance always different, and they always can change it. Uh, but actually we also can use a multimeter and measure resistance of our skin. But before you do that, if you're interested, read about that. Find out information. How measure safety, what exactly you measure, because if you need to correctly measure something, you need to know how to do that. And for example, how multimeter work, how he measure ohm. He uh, he drew it the current and measure the current, and how much current running cross and how much level of the current decrease. He measure resistance, like I say, resistance without current or current without voltage, or it not exist. And then this is this physics, this is natural. So you should understood, if you want to measure your skin resistance, it means the current should transfer your skin. Before do that, think twice. And first questions of our guys, that for the people who take that challenge, we have everyone inside your house, building, we have socket inside the walls, and that socket, in Ukrainian it's 220, in another country it's maybe 110 voltage. About resistance we will talk in the future, but now about current. Try to answer to the questions. How much current we can measure inside that circuit, 220 or 110. And yes, my questions and principle of my work a little different, and I always ask very hard questions who look very hard, but when you start to think about that, you understood, oh my god, it's easy. He tried to trick me. So, good luck, try to find out this information. Bye.